Righty, well, welcome everyone. My name is Edie Taylor and I'm your host for today. This is Come Walk with a Duck, and then we're going to make a quick summer lunch together. Topic for this month. Hope everyone is doing well and enjoying their day. A little housekeeping for today. This is going to be, we hope to be an interactive call where we'd like to hear from you, but just in the interest of technology and keeping things quiet for everyone, we're going to mute everyone's lines so that you'll be able to enjoy the talk without hearing things in the background or people walking into my office, my email box, those kinds of things. But we do want you to chat in if you have any questions at the bottom. You'll see a chat function. Just feel free to chat any questions or any feedback you have during the presentation. We want all your questions and hopefully we'll have time to get to everyone's question. If we don't, we're able to get to those questions through your local QIO cardiac project lead following the webinar. And the one question we always get is whether the slides will be available. Yes, most definitely. The recording and slides will be available and posted to our website, Health Insight, in a week or so. So you can also reach out to your state leads and let us know if you have any questions. There's also a raise your hand feature at the top of your screen, and you can feel free to raise your hand if you'd like, and we can unmute you at that point. At the end of our webinar, we'll be sending out a link to a post-webinar survey and ask you to please respond. It takes a couple minutes. This helps us get your feedback, tell us what you like, what you didn't like. We like both, so please feel free to let us know how you felt about today's webinar. So while you guys are waiting for others to log in and we're getting going, in the chat area, if you could type in where you're located, what part of the country you are, and why this topic was of interest to you. This way we can take that feedback and use it to maybe create other interesting topics and find out why this particular topic might have been of interest to you. So again, my name is Edie Taylor. I am a project manager here with Health Insight. I am the state lead for New Mexico. Allison Shipley is also project manager with us, and she's the state lead in Nevada. Our state lead in Oregon is Rebecca Bally, and our state lead in Utah is Rebecca Durham. So feel free to reach out to your particular state lead. They can help you through any questions you have. Health Insight, if you're not familiar with us, is the Quality Innovation Network Quality Improvement Organization. We serve Nevada, New Mexico, Utah, and Oregon. The QIO program is grounded in contemporary improvement science and focuses on helping providers and teams across every element of healthcare. And we help anyone who needs it at any time. The program has evolved over the last several years to become a keystone for ensuring people with Medicare get the care that they deserve, which ultimately improves the care for everyone. Our learning objectives for today is learn about the Walk with the Dog program, what walks might be in your community, and if you don't have a walk in your community, you can also find out how you can start your own program. Then follow us on a walk and hear from a dog that began such a program in her community. We're going to enjoy an easy-to-make, heart-healthy recipe. And I do have to be pretty candid here. I learned while creating this presentation, I am not Rachel Ray, and creating a meal while being filled is certainly not as easy as it looks. So I will spare all of you the pain of watching me fumble around the kitchen, and we'll still talk about heart-healthy recipes and some great resources. from the Million Hearts website, but I will spare you the pain of watching me fumble through that. The last thing that we're going to do is remind ourselves each day to take care of you while you're taking care of others. All right, so if you've never heard of Walk with a Doc, this is actually has become a worldwide organization. And what they do is inspire others to get out and walk. And I'm gonna actually have you watch a video from their website. They were recently recognized by the World Health Organization for the work that they do. But I wanted you to hear the video from their founder, Dr. David Sapir, on his journey with Walk with a Doc. Here we go.
I guess I spend most of my day, if I'm not sitting with a patient, walking. I walk to my treadmill desk where I spend a good portion of the day walking, either reading echocardiograms or stress tests or taking care of charts. Then I walk to my Walk with a Doc office, where we also have a treadmill desk. OH! Wow, that was good. On Saturday mornings, I love to walk at the park with the community. Now we get to do the miracle drug, right? So I think we'll go out here to the left. In Walk with a Doc, we see walkers, we see runners, we see people in walkers. It's really a miraculous drug that affects all demographics. It's only when you exercise?
Yeah.
I think there's a common misperception that walking is not as good as running or cycling or swimming. You are getting almost everything by going for a simple walk. Hey, Kim. I was just explaining to Willard what Andy was up to. It reduces heart attacks, stroke, heart failure. It reduces diabetes. It reduces your blood pressure, colon cancer, lung cancer, breast cancer, and the list goes on and on. There are over 40 diseases that walking either prevents or treats.
Got us out walking and talking, and ever since then, I've been out walking, and I can walk now, you know. It doesn't require any equipment except my 2 feet I have, and you can exercise. It really is credit to you, because if you guys wouldn't have got me going, I wouldn't have continued. I would, like everything else I do, I would have stopped, you know.
With every person that we touch, I feel honored to have somehow played a small part in that person's improvement in their quality of life, in their education, in their exercise.
Hi, bro. Hey, man.
Thank you. It can immediately affect lives, and it can affect lives for the long term.
Woohoo! High five!
So that was the video from their website. And on their website, I wanted to kind of go over this with you and show you where you can find the Join a Walk. See if you have a location within your community that you can join. So these are the different locations. And in New Mexico, we have several. And the one that I'm going to talk to you about is going to be in our Gallup, New Mexico area. And on their website, you can click on it and learn more. And it takes you to that provider's, basically their page and their contact information. So if you look and you find that you don't have one, I was looking earlier, and unfortunately there isn't any walks in our state of Utah. So I think this would be a great opportunity for those of you who are in Utah who are interested in starting a walk. You go to the Start a Walk, and it walks you through how you can start a walk in your community. So I think this is a great resource. You get a lot of assistance from Walk with the Doc. They send you a tool guide and information on how to get going. So that's a great resource that we can all use to get either started with a walk or continue to find information on the program. So let me get back to my presentation here for you. This is the flyer that Dr. Sook created to get people started on the walk with them at Gallup Indian Medical Center. And there's her contact information listed for you. She is very open to having anyone contact her that might be interested in finding out more and how she did things and what she did. Excuse me. So we're going to move on to the video that we took. And so Dr. Sook is an internal medicine physician with Gallup Indian Medical Center in Gallup, New Mexico. She's very interested in preventative care. And about a year ago, they started an obesity task force that focused on initiatives to help people achieve and maintain healthy weight through nutrition and physical activity. As part of the effort, they joined the National Walk with the Dog program. And also with me that day is one of her patients. Her name is Jerry. She will be featured next month where she tells us more about her story and how walking and eating healthy have helped her. Also with me is my camera woman, Alberta, who did an awesome job in keeping us all together as we walked. So you're going to hear about the story. They're going to share a little bit about their experiences with Walk with the Dog, and hopefully that'll inspire you to either initiate your own walk or get joined up with the walk in your community.
So one of the parts of that, we joined the national organization Walk with a Doc. So we are in the beginning of this, we've had 3 walks so far. The first Thursday of every month at lunchtime, we organize a walk that is open to patients, providers, staff, community, basically anyone to join us together on a walk.
What are some of the health concerns that affect your community?
So I think like most communities in our country, you know, we see a lot of obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, things that we know that physical activity and exercise can help with. And as well as other things that people often don't think about as related to walking and fitness, like mental health and just overall well-being, sleep, stress. So the hope with Walk with a Doc is to encourage everyone to get out there walking. A lot of people, you know, don't know where to start with an exercise program, trying to increase their physical activity. So this is a way for people who are newer to exercise to join us, people who are experienced, showing, you know, just a short walk during lunch hour can really have some positive benefits on your health, your well-being.
And how have you had a lot of people participate, or has it been kind of slow?
So we've had about 15 people at each walk so far. The majority are staff members, so we really hope to expand this to the community, and it's really open to anyone. You don't need to be a patient at Gallup Indian Medical Center. Kids are welcome, young, old, if you're a fast walker, if you're a slow walker. We really want everyone to come. So we're hoping to spread the word, and I would love for this to be a weekly thing even, you know, so everyone knows every Thursday we can, you know, join whoever's available and get out there walking.
And during your walks, do you have a particular topic that you talk about, or is it kind of an open forum?
At the start of each walk, we do have a very short topic that we talk about. For example, our first walk, we talked about body mass index, BMI, and just a short couple-minute talk about that. And then the rest of the walk is just, you know, pick a friend, pick someone to walk with, talk with, and no kind of set
agenda.
Talk. No agenda the rest of the walk. Yeah.
And typically, how long do your walks last?
About half an hour. We walk from the hospital to our golf course and back, so it's about a mile each way.
Nice.
And if anyone is a slower walker or that's a little bit too much for them, they can go
change, whether it's in your weight or how you feel
Yes.
with your health?
Every day I'm watching my weight. Every day I try to watch what I eat, and I have lost 14 pounds.
That's awesome.
I'm one of the slow walkers. But like I said, I do like an hour on my treadmill at home. And we do have the other walks in the community, so that's very encouraging as well.
So that was our walk with Dr. Kimberly Sook and Jerry from Gallup Indian Medical Center. Does anybody have any questions at this point? If you do, please feel free to chat them in, and you will have those questions answered. So I'm going to continue on here in the interest of time. So we're going to move on to heart-healthy eating. Some of the things that people always say when it comes to eating healthy is that it's so complicated and it's expensive. Well, those are a couple of the misconceptions. Healthy eating does not have to be complicated. It does not have to be expensive. It can be creative and incorporate the things that you already enjoy. Now, that being said, you can't always incorporate Twinkies into healthy eating, but you can work other things in and an occasional treat every now and then. It can also help you achieve better health, and that's ultimately the goal, is learning better eating habits to achieve better health. So we're going to go back to our Million Hearts website. They have a wealth of information on great recipes, simple recipes, healthy eating on a budget. This is a really good website to go to, helping create meal plans. I myself like to go shopping once a week. Not everybody has that availability, and just plan for my meals each week. Sometimes creating a grocery list, a meal plan, can help you stay on track. Other times it's, what's in season. Going for fresh vegetables that are in season, going to a farmer's market for that. Then at least you're buying local and you're supporting your local economy. Healthy eating on a budget. This is another great USDA cookbook. What I like about this is that each recipe also gives you the nutrition facts. So if you're also having to watch other things like your sodium or carbohydrate level that you're taking in each day, this is a great resource for that, because it gives you all of that. Plus, it tells you what the cost per recipe and per serving is. So again, if you're watching your budget, along with watching your waistline, that can really help as well. So those are a couple ideas. The Million Hearts website also gives great recipes, angel food pastry with fresh berries and whipped cream. That sounds really yummy, and just like the other resource, it tells you calories, gives you the sodium level, carbohydrate level, as well as the cost per serving. It doesn't give you an actual breakdown, but it is lower cost. So again, kind of looking at all of those factors into, is this going to be good for me? Is it going to be low cost? Can I make it ahead of time and keep it all week? So those are some great ideas. Grilled romaine lettuce and Caesar dressing. So each of these websites kind of does the same thing. They break down the nutrition value for you, as well as different dishes that you can try. So again, not torturing you with a video of me making something, but these all look pretty yummy. So the last thing is a reminder to take care of yourself. Sometimes we get so busy taking care of others that we forget that we are important too. So remembering to go for a walk each day, meditate, read a book, go to the gym. Do whatever makes you happy and helps you to recharge your own batteries will help you to help take better care of others. So thank you for joining us today. We're going to keep this week or this month short. Hope to do the same thing next month so that in the interest of time, you can hopefully get that walk in today or find yourself some lunch and take a little time for you.
It's Rebecca in Utah. There are a couple chats, one from Kelly, who I happen to work with in Utah, wondering if you've seen any numbers on the walks. You know, how kind of participation, the doctor that you spoke with talked specifically about the numbers that she's seen, but are there any national numbers or other numbers that you've seen to support kind of the participation that's been happening?
I believe on their website, let me go back to that website or their website. And I know they talk about numbers on their website. So they talk about the metrics, which is also great for us numbers people. So kind of an infographic for them. I don't see specific numbers. I think it's relative to the chapter and how engaged people are.
And I wondered, which if you said this, just remind me, I'm sorry, how the doc that you spoke to got involved and was interested in sort of starting one of these programs. Be great to find motivated doctors in your area that want to start these up.
She got involved because Gallup Indian Medical Center is, they started an obesity task force. And so this was kind of part of that, is to help work with doctors and community members who are interested in kind of gaining momentum behind this to help kind of address the issues of obesity as well as diabetes and cardiac issues in the community.
That's great. And I had to come on the call a little bit late, so I apologize for that. But do we have a sense of other folks on the call? I'd be curious to know what sort of what setting you're in. Are you in a family practice setting? Also maybe what state you're in, because I'm in Utah and unfortunately we don't have a program that's already started. It'd be fantastic to start, but be curious to know whether you're in a position to sort of join on or encourage a doc to join into the program, or sort of starting up in your area.
And I think even if there's a community member or someone within our organization or our healthcare partners that's interested, maybe talking to a doc in your area and seeing if they would be willing to start a program that hopefully can gain traction in your area. Any other questions? Okay, well, thank you all for joining us today. We're going to be sending out a post-webinar survey, so if you wouldn't mind filling that out, let us know the good, the bad, the ugly. We want it all. Our next event is going to be on Wednesday, July 18th, 12:30, 11:30, depending on where you are. And the topic is how lifestyle changes have helped my life, patient impact stories. So this is coming from our patients. You're going to hear more from Jerry, who talked to us a little bit earlier in the video. We're going to talk about exercise, healthy eating, and some programs that are out there that you may or may not be aware of for chronic disease or diabetes self-management that you, your family members, your patients, anyone can be involved with. You can even become an instructor for these programs if it's something that you're interested in doing. So we'll be learning about those next month. In the meantime, if you have any questions and you want to reach out to any of us, any of the state leads in the 4 states, we would be more than willing to help you out or help link you to resources. So everyone take care, and don't forget to get a walk in for today and get a heart healthy or a healthy lunch today. Thank you.